We always tend to believe that only dirty-looking and false-smelling things contain bacteria in them. Sorry to break it to you, but that's not exactly the case. Well, where are they found then? Are they found isolated? Scattered? On land? In water? To be exact, they are everywhere. They are in the air we breathe, in soil, in water, on plants, on our pets, in your food. Yes, they are in your favorite yogurt drink too, and even inside and on our bodies. Now, let us get to know what exactly are bacteria. Bacteria belong to one of the three domains of life. Let us take a look at a bacterium here. A bacterium is a prokaryotic unicellular organism. Bacteria do not have a nucleus and no membrane-bound organelles. However, from the diagram here, you can see that they do have ribosomes, cytoplasm, a cell membrane, and nearly all bacteria have a cell wall. They come in many different types and shapes too. There are bacillus or bacilli, shaped like a rod, coccus or cocci, spherical in shape, and lastly spirillum or spirili, which is spiral in shape. Some types of bacteria, along with other types of prokaryotes called archaea, can be extremophiles. They can live in extreme environments where there may be excessive heat, chemicals that our human cells would find toxic, or even radiation. Although we can see how bacteria are always viewed poorly as they are known to cause ailments, but we must remember that they can also be beneficial to humans and the environment.
As we mentioned previously, bacteria are found almost everywhere on Earth. Invisible to the naked eye, they live among us and within our bodies, which we will need a microscope to be able to see them. Some of them can also cause various ailments, ranging from the common cold even flu to life-threatening conditions. However, not all bacteria are bad. Thus, this led to common misconceptions of bacteria. There are few that we might have heard, such as bacteria are always bad and bacteria were only found on or in things that had gotten contaminated. Those are both not correct. First of all, there are bacteria that are harmful, which we call them as pathogens. Some may also refer to them as infectious agent or simply a germ. Yet, contrary to popular belief, not all bacteria are bad guys, and that shouldn't be surprising. Moreover, most bacteria are harmless and actually benefit living things. From aiding in digestion to providing essential vitamins, humans couldn't live and survive without the small microorganisms growing on our skin and in our gut. As for the second misconception, well, bacteria are everywhere, not just on or in things that had gotten bad. Bacteria are found in our houses, even in very clean houses. On your phone, in your water bottle, on your hands before you wash them, on your hands after you wash them, and literally everywhere else on top of it. Not to forget, they are also found outside. Ultimately, some bacteria colonizing our skin, our digestive system to ecosystems while benefiting us. That addresses the first misconception that bacteria are bad. Even so, more potentially harmful bacteria might be found on dirty surfaces than the ones that are cleaned regularly.
Good bacteria and the advantage. For human body, probiotics are a combination of life beneficial bacteria or yeast that naturally live in your body. Bacteria is usually viewed in a negative light as something that makes you sick. However, you have two kinds of bacteria constantly in and on your body, which is good bacteria and bad bacteria. Probiotics are made up of good bacteria that help keep your body healthy and working well. These good bacteria help you in many ways, including fighting off bad bacteria when you have too much of it. Good bacteria keep you healthy by supporting your immune function and controlling inflammation. For animals, probiotics are defined as microbial food supplements which affect the host animal by improving microbial balance. Bacteria probiotics were effective in chicken, pigs, and pre-ruminant calf yeast, and fungal probiotics were given better results in adult ruminants. Probiotic will enhance the growth of many domestic animals, improve the efficiency of forage digestion and quantity and quality of milk, meat and egg. Probiotic protect animal against pathogen, enhance immune response, reduce antibiotic use and show high index of safety. For ecosystem, the ecosystem relies the bacteria to function properly. For example, bacteria break down dead matter in the environment like dead leaf, releasing carbon dioxide and nutrients in the process. Without the release of carbon dioxide, plants are unable to grow. Bacteria help degrade dead animal and plant and bring valuable nutrients back to earth. Bacteria are also cheap and accurate sensor of toxic chemical. Only a few species are dangerous. The majority of bacteria are good, and without them, life of Earth will not be possible.
Harmful bacteria are 1. Pathogenic bacteria. 2. Can cause cholera or food poisoning. 3. They can cause disease and illness. 4. They are not visible with naked eyes. What is harmful bacteria in human body? Staphylococcus aureus and Klebsiella pneumonia. What does they do? As aureus can cause serious infection, such as bloodstream infection, pneumonia, or bone. And Klebsiella can cause severe infection in your lungs, bladder, or brain. Harmful bacteria in animal. 1. Bacillus anthracis. 2. Clostridium cavui. 3. Listoviruses. Bacillus anthracis can cause anthrax. It also can cause sudden death. It is highly infectious and affects sheep or cow. Clostridium cavui can cause blackwater, can cause loss of appetite or fever. It is highly fatal and affect buffalo or goat. 3. Listoviruses can cause rabies. It also can cause death. It can infect humans and it affects dogs or wolves.
Where can you find bacteria? In conclusion, bacteria can be found everywhere, from in the air, water, soil, on your body, and in your mouth. Bacteria can grow fast and cause infection and disease if not reduced. Let me just look at the key point again. First, we have misconception of bacteria, a good bacteria and a harmful bacteria. Based on this finding, I learned that we can find bacteria in everywhere. Therefore, to prevent infection and disease, I'm recommending that we should keep hygiene. Before I end my presentation, here are some facts. Using antiseptic and washes all the time, or even bathing too often, can be hazardous to our health because it's killing the natural bacteria flora on your skin. The reason because bad bacteria can take its place and cause problems. Science is showing that bacteria not only influence but control our immunity and health. That's all. Thank you.